What happens when a tiny baby meets a husky for the very first time? Her face lit up with curiosity. She seemed to be trying to figure out what this little creature was. There were no words, only a spark of connection, so pure that from that moment on, they saw each other as their whole world and grew up side by side. When we brought Hazel home, we called those first days the honeymoon period. She was still so tiny, and Rio was learning what it meant to share his space with her. The two of them would sit side by side, touching hands and paws, getting used to one another. They were close in age, and it showed. It felt almost like watching siblings grow together, sometimes gentle, sometimes playful, but always side by side. Rio was quick to learn something very important. Sitting by Hazel's high chair had its rewards. He knew the moment she had a little snack cup in her hands, because soon enough she would reach through the gate and feed him herself. Snack time became something they shared, a small ritual between them. It wasn't something anyone else could really understand. It was their secret bond, a language of trust between a baby and her dog.
Oh my, really?
No.
Over time, Rio decided he had to be the first to give Hazel his attention.
You wanna wake Hazel up? Let's go get her.
When she was in her crib, he would press his snout through the bars just to be close to her. What started as one of those little progressions of growth turned into something more. They loved being in that space together, as if the crib was not just for sleeping, but for playing and connecting. Sometimes it even seemed like they were talking to each other. We couldn't understand the words, of course, but the way they babbled and responded made it clear. They had their own conversations. It brought so much laughter into our days because the comedy was constant. They were always getting into something new, and while it could be exhausting, it was also what made life so joyful.
Hazel, Rio doesn't wear shoes. Shoes, I know.
Of course, there were moments that drove us a little crazy. Hazel developed a fascination with Rio's water bowl. She wanted to splash in it, touch it, even sit beside it as if it were her own toy. She also found her way into Rio's crate, crawling right in as though it belonged to her. But the truth is, all of this was just her way of asking for his attention. She wanted to be close to him in every possible way. Our days quickly became filled with scenes of the two of them playing around the house or outside in the yard. It didn't matter where they were. As long as they were together, the fun never seemed to end. They both learned how to be gentle with one another, which wasn't always easy for a little girl and a young dog, but somehow they figured it out. Their bond taught them patience, kindness, and the joy of sharing. There's something powerful in knowing that kind of friendship will carry through the years. It's not something that can be replaced. It's not something you could ever trade for anything else. They truly are best friends, and watching them grow together is one of the greatest gifts. The laughter, the messes, the snack sharing, the moments of mischief, those are the memories that fill our home. And when I look at Hazel and Rio together, I know this is a bond that will last. It started with one look of curiosity, but it has become so much more. It has become love, loyalty, and a friendship that will stand the test of time. If this story touched your heart, take a moment to share it with someone you love. Every like, comment, and share helps more people discover these small reminders of what truly matters. And if you want to keep seeing stories like this one, about love, friendship, and the bonds that make life beautiful, don't forget to follow along.